The question now on the lips of so many people is, will President Bola Tinubu be taking Betta Edu back? Let's look at this situation from the beginning. When this lady was indicted in fraud at her workplace, at her Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, she was subsequently suspended. Then she tried reaching out to the president, but she didn't get audience. She was even stripped of her cars and everything the day she went to Aso Rock. Okay. Then she started reporting at EFCC office. But within when this investigation had been going on, she had mentioned several names. I am not even going to say the president should take her back. No. What I want from all those people that will serve as a deterrent to other people is, even when they're suspended from their jobs, should they be prosecuted, they should be made to return those money that they have stolen, they have embezzled or taken that is not theirs. They should be made to refund them. The moment they just suspend them, let them go, others will not learn from it. We need to make them accountable. You pay by leaving that job, you excuse the job while the investigation is going on. Then you'll be prosecuted for stealing or for embezzling whatever has been put in your care, for taking it without it's not being yours. They should be made then to refund it, because it does not belong to them. It actually belongs to some other people. That's what we should be doing, so that others can learn, the young people can even learn. That is when we'll be ready. That is the part one of it. The part two of it for me is, I don't understand why Betta Edu will mention some people's name, and all we'll be hearing is, oh, the Minister of Interior was invited by this person and that person. No. He should also be excused from his job while the investigation is going on, so that he does not use his office to also subvert justice the way he used his office to get this contract. That's the way it should be done. He should not be in office because someone is doing his job and he made this a process seamless. So does that mean he should be stealing? Does that mean he should be using his office to take things that is not supposed to belong to him? Why can other companies benefit from that same contract? Why is he using his influence of being close to Betta to do that? Why are other ministers not doing it? He should be made to leave that office first. Then they investigate him. Then if he's not guilty, let him come back or let him be taken to another ministry. Or what? These people are young people. It is the young people that will be complaining, or that were complaining, that they were not involved in governance. Now they've involved the people in governance, and within 6 months, 3 billion is gone. They should serve as an example to other youths. And to the Chief of Staff too, who has been mentioned in several other cases this week. But let's focus on this Betta issue. He should also be made to step aside, which that is what I heard has happened though. I don't know if the president will be able to prosecute him, but I think the law should be allowed to take its course. Nobody should be above the law. Nobody should be. He who comes to judgment should come with clean hands. He who comes to equity should come with clean hands. You cannot be in government. He was a speaker, for heaven's sake. He was in the House of Representatives. So he knows what it is. He's not a newbie. He knows what it entails here. So I think the president should just allow the full course to just go without protecting anybody. Because I don't see, it's been 2 weeks now and this whole thing has been going down. From everything that has been seen here now, the word I'm hearing.
Honorable Angel, did you see what Madam just did to us? She wrote here, Vicky, this is your own. She just said Vicky, and I opened the envelope. When I opened the envelope before, behold, all the staff were smiling, celebrating all the staff. It is too much. It is too much for lunch. This is too much for lunch. This is too much. Too much.
I don't want to be confused. Let me know what I'm doing.
Looking at this video and seeing these women dancing, okay, I don't even want to even make a hasty generalization, because some of them are not even singing, so some of them don't even understand what they brought them for. But I'm sure they've given them 1,500 slippers, Congo of rice or Congo of Gary t-shirt or whatever. It's so shameful that people will gather to come and beg the president to reinstate somebody who has stolen money meant for these same people who are singing children. 20,000, 30,000, 10,000 naira that are meant for their children that Betta has stolen. Yet they are there singing and begging the president to come and reinstate her. As Nigerians, we are not ready for justice. We only like selective justice when it concerns people who are Robin Hoods, who will steal and give a little, share a little. We always want the law not to take its course, except it is people we don't like. That's where everybody will shout and all that, and I guess that's what happened to Emefiele. If not, nobody, no sane human being, no sane mother who has jobless children, who has children who have not benefited everything from a country where they were birthed, will go and carry placard and be telling the president to reinstate a thief, someone who has stolen over 3 billion and several other thousands, billions of naira and thousands of euros, pounds. Nobody, no sane human being will come and tell the president to reinstate her while investigation is going on. Do they even understand the gravity of what this woman has done? Do they understand that the money this woman has signed for are supposed to be for their children? Do they understand that they are the ones suffering and smiling and coming to carry placard? That whatever is going on now is for their sake, so that they can get to the root of all this. It's so shameful how Nigeria has gotten to, how rot has gotten to in Nigeria. Somebody will steal money, then use a little of it to fix one solar panel, and you'll be hailing the person. It's very, very shameful. It was said that despite her wanting to see the president all this while, and she has not been able to see him, so eventually, some few days ago, the president decided to give her audience, wanting to know what exactly happened. And she actually, from the inside sources, gave account of how everything went and those who were involved. And that was when, in a course of revelation, mentioned the name of the chief of staff. The president, being surprised and couldn't take it, had to invite his wife to come be a witness. And the first lady was there. Because from what I also heard, the first lady has on several accounts pleaded and tried to meddle into the case, believing the chief of staff could never be involved. But when the president heard this from the person who has been suspended, he had to call the first lady to come over and come and hear directly. And she better mention the chief of staff as part of the plan, or those who orchestrated or carried out the misdeed, and also mentioned the interior minister. But the one that shocked the president was the chief of staff, whose name had not been mentioned before, or probably he did not want to believe. And after explaining everything that happened and the name mentioning, I heard she cried, and I begged the president to please reinstate her back. But I heard Madam First Lady and the president vehemently said no, and they wished her success in her future endeavors wherever she goes. I don't even understand, does this girl have any sense at all? You're begging to get your job back. So what happens to all the atrocities you've committed? Are you above the law? Are you special? Are you the only person who could be chosen as minister? You've been chosen, it's not up to 6 months, and you cannot account for 3 billion naira, and now you are even coming clean and explaining how it happened, and you're begging to be reinstated. Is she high on something? I don't even want to also believe the stories of things, properties that has been confiscated from her. I don't want to believe. I'm seeing estates in Asokoro worth 700 million naira. I'm seeing property in Guzape Asokoro also worth 1.4 billion naira. I'm seeing a filling station in Kubwa worth 1.2 billion naira. 4 estates in Abuja also 350 million naira. 6 plots of land on Airport Road worth 300 million naira. 4 estates on Airport Road worth 530 million naira each. 2 estates in Federal Housing Estate in Calabar worth 190 million naira. Cash discovered 2.7 billion naira in Zenith Bank. 725 million naira in First Bank. 388 million naira in Polaris Bank. $2.1 million in Zenith Bank. 57,000 pounds in Zenith Bank. 13,000 euros in Zenith Bank. $6,500 in Polaris Bank. With excluding juries, this person stole this much, mismanaged 3 billion naira, less than 6 months, and you are begging the president to take you back. You yourself, if you were put in the president's shoes, would you forgive yourself? If you are in this office better for 1 year, how much will you steal? Will you not sell the president? If you are there for 4 years, will you not sell Nigeria? What exactly is wrong with this lady? You want this job back to come and steal everybody to stupor? Please, go in peace. Finish your interrogation. If you will be prosecuted, go through your process in peace and return the money that you have taken from people. And I hope all those properties and money will be taken and returned to the federal government coffers. This is stealing. Daylight robbery. Haba. We were talking about Oluwagbore's case of 6 billion in how many years? $6 billion in how many years? Look at Betta's own in under 6 months. Look at the figures. Nigerians as a people, we are terribly wicked. The money given to your ministry is for indigent people. People who are at the rock bottom of the lowest class in Nigeria. They want them to have something. Then you embezzle the money and mismanage with your cold thieves. You're suspended and you're now begging to come back. You will never come back in Jesus' name. We forbid such in Jesus' name. All of you will be uprooted. Wherever all of you involved will be uprooted. We need a breather in this country. We need to actually start afresh. And I hope that the president will allow the law to take its course in this investigation. And everybody, whoever it might be it Gbajabia Miller, Bumi Tunji Ojo, and you better, all of you will face prosecution if found guilty. I hope so.